is not working well? What's the lesson you would give, the title of the lesson you would teach if you were giving a class on what the livestock industries are not doing well in terms of engaging with the public and navigating social pressures to make changes in terms of how we produce and rear animals?
The things that I would say is a component of raising livestock, and that's the people.
Mhm.
I don't think that we are sharing the reality of our people very well. We are we've always been in our business at Belstra's. We felt very strongly about making sure that our people are able to have their families and be able to afford things that everybody should be able to afford at a certain point, and that there's opportunities for growth, and that there is not a ceiling depending on your gender or your cultural backgrounds. But I think that I think that our people are kind of forgotten in this whole welfare conversation. We just made a move at one of our farms to actually go away from a more open penning system to a more controlled stall and penning system. And one of the key reasons we've done that is the number of injuries our people were having. And when there's too much openness and too much lack of control, it turns into a somewhat dangerous situation for employees. And this is one of the things that concerns me about some of the propositions that are out there, is that there's this pure singular focus on thinking about what an animal might need, and there's a complete lack of thought process as to what that may do to the people who have to work with them. Feet and knee and hand and hip injuries are just too many. If you're working with a 500-pound animal like a sow, generally she's very calm. You can tickle her back, whistle at her a little bit. She's got her flight zone. She's always going to move forward, and there's not a whole lot of danger in that at all. They're generally very fine. But when you start rustling them up and moving them around and creating some panic, the potential for injury just grows exponentially. I don't think that people recognize the human aspect in these farms and how we have designed them to care for our employees. And ultimately, when it cares for the employees, it will be very kind and good for the animal. Those things are lost.